evening, and welcome to hashtag Whack Wednesday. My name is Autumn. This is my husband, Richard. We go live here on our YouTube channel every Wednesday evening at 8:30 p.m. You can also catch us on our other channel, The Weathers channel, where we go live every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern.
What are you doing?
Are we going to go live this Sunday? It will be New Year's Day. Happy New Year's. But it'll also be the Sunday after Saturday bingo. We're going to bingo to celebrate the New Year's. Midnight bingo.
Oh yeah, so it'll be early.
Yes.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Yes.
Like,
I don't know.
What's the difference?
What's the difference, right? I'm gonna be up around midnight. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, for you, it would be drastically.
It will be drastically different.
Change.
Gigi's here. Says, "Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. How was your day? It was a maz. The weather is finally starting to act like it got some sense." Plate is here. Says, "Good evening, friends."
Hey,
Jim and Sheila here. Says, "Happy Whack Wednesday to my Whack fam. Ready to restart after a couple weeks of failure eating and learning." Okay, it's okay.
I'm pretty sure you're not alone, Jim and Sheila.
Yeah, and here's the way I had to look at it. Like, it's only failure if you don't stick to your plan, right? So write it into your plan. Like, you guys, I'm not one of those, like, it's the holidays, just let yourself go. But, like, be realistic. Like, for me, there was no reason to try to force myself to be super strict over these last couple of weeks, because I know that either if I stuck to it, I'd be miserable. And who wants to be miserable? Or I wasn't going to stick to it. And I was going to eat the foods and feel good, but then I'll feel bad about myself. I'm like, why? Why are we doing all those things, right? Just be realistic,
No, that's 100% true.
Jen Sears says, "Hey, friends, can't believe it's Wednesday this week. Has time going bonkers." Yeah, I was confused because I actually drove into the office today. So I thought today was Monday for like a second. I was like, oh, that's not how that works. But I know, right?
Yourself off.
Yes. Joyce is here. Says, "Hello, my amazing Whack fam and fantabulous fine weather."
Joyce,
Exposing Darkness is here. Says, "Hello." Jackie says, "Hello." Angel Keto says, "Hello." Matreya says, "Hello."
Oh my gosh.
I know so many people. Brianna's here. Says, "Happy Whack Wednesday." Shelly's here. Says, "Happy Wednesday evening, Whack fam."
Good
Jennifer
evening
Lucas is here. Says, "Good evening, beautiful people." Joyce here says,
Both
"Good evening, happy Whack Wednesday, dancing lady." Absolutely. Teal's here says, "Hey, everybody."
Hey, dancing lady.
Beth's here says, "Hello, family." Hi, Beth. Haven't seen you in a long time. Jackie says, "Agree, Jen. Crazy week. If you guys hadn't checked out Jen's channel yet, you should. Oh, she's one away from 150 subscribers. Oh, yeah, go for it. I'm already subscribed, so there's nothing I can do, but you can go subscribe to her channel. It's absolutely amazing." Lynette's here says, "Hello, hello, hello."
Hey, Lynette's in the house.
Phyllis is here says, "Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a great holiday." I did.
Gosh, it's just
Joe Ray said, "Any New Year's plans?" Yes. Bingo. We're gonna go to midnight bingo.
So,
ringing in the new year.
We were forced into this role.
Okay, we were kindly invited.
Were we bribed?
No, we were just invited, and we accepted the invitation to go to midnight bingo. I mean, so midnight is not confirmed because they have bingo at 7 and they have bingo at midnight. So we could go at 7 and we could be back in our beds at 10:30. So like it just depends.
It defeats the purpose.
Or we can go to bingo at midnight.
That defeats the purpose.
Clink, ringing the New Year's at bingo. So
there's even though literally.
Explosive Darkness says bingo sounds fun. Bingo is fun. It's very fun.
For me, it would definitely have to be at midnight.
Yeah.
It would have to be everybody pause. We're doing the countdown.
Yeah, well, it's there. I don't know if they're going to do that. I mean, hopefully they will. I mean, those people don't care about the new year. They're just like B9, and that's it. That's all.
Well, I mean,
we can do it ourselves.
So there's a break from 7 to like 11:30.
So
a 30-minute break.
No, it goes from like 7 to 10.
Okay.
And then they have to like reset the whole thing.
10 to midnight, there's nothing. They're
correct.
Cleaning.
Exactly. They're cleaning. Yeah. They're getting all the papers and they're resetting. Yeah, and the midnight people get there probably around 11:30 to start setting up and to do everything. Yeah.
And people show up like festive, right? Have you ever been to a midnight bingo?
I've been to plenty of midnight bingo. I don't know if I've ever been on New Year's. So yeah.
I've been to a club. Have you been to the club on New Year's?
No. You want to tell us more about your club dalliances? Okay, all right, bingo it is. Joe Ray said we always do an early countdown with the kids and then go to bed. That's so sweet. Time is just a construct, okay? Who needs it to actually be midnight in order
you record
to celebrate
a previous year? You got a previous year on DVR? No. Kids don't know.
Did y'all ever see? I don't know if this was just like a legend or if it actually happened. But y'all remember when Y2K was happening and like everybody was nervous about it? But there were all of these like alarm clocks, like these doomsday, like just preset alarm clocks that timers, countdowns that were supposed to go off at Y2K. Yeah. But they all went off like 11 to 12 hours early because they were all made in China. Like, and so they set it to the Chinese time of when it was supposed to go off and not the American. Hilarious? I was going to say, I don't know if that actually happened, but yeah, it was just, I remember like
cold life,
time being a construct, being like, it's midnight somewhere, you know, so do that. Jennifer Lucas said the bingo folks at the midnight shift will be a bit wilder, so you'll have more fun with the later crowd. Oh, yeah, I know. Well, they give way fewer.
Unless we go at 7 o'clock, apparently, if that's an option.
It is. It's amazing. I mean, those are when the civilized people go to bingo.
Boo.
Chris is here. Says howdy, people actually made it for the first time on Mars. Is that Elton John? I just booked plane tickets for Louisville. Pew pew pew. I love that. We were. I was messaging back and forth with Miriam. Yes. Was it on Christmas or the day after? The day after. Either way, love it. Everyone, tickets to Keto Palooza. Presented by Keto Chow 2023 in link in bio.
Amazing.
Use the code 2KK. I don't know how much is off, but use the code. Jory said they have New Year's countdown on Netflix. Oh, I did not know that.
That's what I was supposed to say. Like, there's a New Year's something somewhere.
Jackie said, I've never played bingo except maybe once as a kid. Yes, and the bingo that we're talking about is not that bingo.
Jackie, help me.
This is blown up bingo.
Help me, Jackie.
Elevated bingo. Like I tried to tell.
This is so sophisticated.
I tried to tell my coworkers about it, and they were like, "Oh, you just get a little bored." They were talking about using chips to cover the letters.
That's what I was thinking. That's what this guy was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
First of all, you start off with 18 boards, and you have your dauber, and the game moves quickly.
And apparently, there's multiple ways you can bingo.
Oh yeah, he was just talking about like straight across and down, and then diagonal. Like those are the only ways to get a single bingo.
What?
Postage stamp, anyone? Oh big God. Diamond, little diamond.
What is all
big
those things?
Square?
I have no idea.
Inside square, outside square.
You confused me 3 times over just now. I have no idea where we're going with this.
Floating 6-pack. You know what I'm talking about.
What are these things you say?
Don't act like you don't know.
What are these things you say that supposed to be related to bingo?
Kelly's here says, good evening, everybody. Don's here says, good evening, Whack fam. Been a hot minute since I made a laugh, and we are glad that you're here, Don.
Kelly in the house.
Jen said, I have a little luck at bingo. I have won every time I've played. Probably just jinx myself because I'll be playing on the cruise. First of all, do you know how much it costs to play bingo on a cruise? You might want to go ahead and start saving for that.
Wait, what are you talking about?
At least the last time I went,
we
did not play it. No, because bingo on the cruise is so expensive. But I mean, you got money to spend, you got things to do, so it might not be that bad.
What do you mean, like?
So like maybe like $45 for an 18-pack. Exactly. To where it's like it's normally $10, at least where I go. You know what I'm talking about? No.
You're on a cruise.
No. So I mean, it was just a lot more.
So does that mean is it a bigger pot? Is it a bigger?
Honestly, I don't know, but I mean, it was fun.
If that's what we're talking about now.
Jackie said, I live under a rock. I saw Shawshank Redemption for the first time last week. How was it? Did you like it? I haven't seen it in a very long time. I remember it being a good movie. No, I mean, how did you like it?
Okay.
I mean, you know,
how was it?
How was it for you?
There we
because my BFF Chelly talked about on Instagram how she had never seen all of these very popular Christmas movies. Yeah. In particular, she watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation like the day before Christmas, and I was like, boop, comment, you know, like DMs, blah, blah, blah. Personally, I find it disturbing, and I think Clark Griswold is very problematic, but I get that it was the comedy of the times. So there you go.
So goofy.
Yeah, I mean, she was just like, I can see that.
Any 80s movies apparently.
No, I've seen them, and I mean, don't get me wrong, they're problematic, but you know, it's this is just the one that we watch over and over. Like I get to find a new way where I'm like, oh, that just don't sit right with me, but that's okay. Jory said, I used to work bingo when I was in the band. They took their bingo seriously. Don't get a caller that tries to make jokes. They hate that. Also, they hate when people call bingo when they're not supposed to, when they don't know better. Okay, you can't call bingo until your number's been called. It doesn't matter if it shows up on the monitor, right? You gotta wait till your number's been called. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I grew up around bingo because grandmama used to go to bingo. When I tell you that grandmama used to go to bingo 5 nights a week, every single night she used to go to bingo, and we used to have to go with her sometimes. And then also my best friend Ho, he grew up in a Catholic church. He worked bingo. You got these 11-year-old kids taking money, for bingo. So I've been around bingo for a long time.
Yes, you have. And Chris, I have not.
Chris said the last time I played bingo was in the 5th grade. Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, Chris, that's kind of
look, see the top V and the bottom V. Come on now with all these shapes.
Chris Bear, if you go, you would be as confused as I was.
D says evening, good weathers and work fans. Happy hump day. Wouldn't know it though because I've been off since last Monday. Yay. Do you even work? Do you even know what days are? That's crazy.
The kitties are loving it.
Wow, yeah. Jen said, "Oh yeah, those people will let you know when the caller messes up or goes too fast or too slow." Okay, so we were playing speed bingo one time, and everyone knew that, but the caller, like, he would literally leave like a 2-second gap in between each number, and people were like, "This is speed. It's speed. Like go faster." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is nuts."
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Wow. Jen said on Carnival it was $45 for 9 squares, but I won $500 both times I played. Woo! I mean, it's like, so
I need to sit with
normally it's like, for frame of reference, it's $5 for 9 squares. So when I saw that on the cruise ship, it was like $45. I said to even get the book. No, I can't do it. I can't.
Have you met my wife?
No.
Have you met my wife?
No.
She ain't spending no daggone $45.
I mean, not on bingo when it costs $10 at home.
Yeah,
no.
She's like, if I can
Jennifer
be at
said,
home,
we played bingo, critter races on the big table, and a silly game unraveling a saran wrap ball for prizes. Oh, that's amazing. What critters? My family who thought they didn't like games night had a blast. I love that. I think that is amazing. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Hookman's here says, hello, Weathers and Weathers Chasers. I never stay up for the New Year's. Played bingo in Chicago several times. I saw 2 old ladies get into a fight. Hell yeah, it'd be real out there. So Don said ESPN alert. Yeah, what was the ESPN alert about? Probably some baseball or some sport.
Fantasy football.
Some sport that we don't really be paying attention to.
Quarterbacks right now.
Sonia Sierra says, good evening. I usually miss Wednesday Night Live because of church, but I have a terrible congestion. Also a serious thing. Glad you're sick, Christian.
In a way.
Glad you're winning.
Praying for you to get
Wish
better.
you felt better, you know what I'm saying?
So you'll be at church.
But that's
now.
okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
I like where we went with that.
Jackie said I liked it pretty well. I mean, was it a long movie? I just feel like Shawshank Redemption went on forever, but maybe it's just like because it was a larger than life movie.
It was just a great story. I mean, I guess it was longer than typical, but you don't notice.
Yeah, because it just goes by. Yeah. Don says, put a couple of pecan sticky buns in the freezer for creamies before we start BBBE. When is that? January 1st? Good luck, honey. I bet that
there you go, Don.
Mom's here says, howdy, hey, happy Wednesday.
So
I
many
made
people
it.
Get creamies.
I'm happy.
This
was creamy Christmas, you guys. So many creamy unboxings. We were just like, congratulations, everyone. Like,
TikToks,
get your cream on. That should be the slogan. Get your cream on. That's what everybody was doing.
I mean, you think you tickled yourself?
I did. I thought I was funny.
You were.
Chris said about 10 years ago, I realized that Christmas and New Year are exactly a week apart. So whatever day Christmas is on, New Year's Day will too. Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah.
Now, the only difference is that with Christmas, like Christmas Day is really the day that is celebrated. But with New Year's Eve is so the night before is what's celebrated. Nobody's waking up on Sunday the 1st being like party time. You know, like everything happens the night before.
You do have festive like New Year's cuisine that most people eat. You know, like we'll see like what's the ritual like cabbage,
black-eyed peas,
black-eyed peas, and like pork something or other.
I don't know because I've never done that.
Well, my parents used to.
D said, if I didn't get your live notification, I would have completely forgotten it's Wednesday. Had to pause season 3 of Love is Blind to hop on. Sales better be good. Season 3, it turns out to be a doozy. You know what I'm talking about? So definitely keep up with that. We just finished The Peripheral, and I'm not going to lie. the show itself was great, but just the ending just really confused me at the very last minute. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like, I think what happened was supposed to be huge, like, but like, it's like, what? I was more like, what? And so I couldn't really enjoy it. I mean, like the whole show up to then was great. Just like the last 2 minutes, I'm just like, now what did they do? Now, like, and so I couldn't really get into it. Now? Yeah, I know, right?
Who wrote
Jen
that?
said, then the person with the loud revving car sounds like they're doing donuts around the neighborhood tonight. Hey, yeah. We know that person that goes up the street.
Yeah, I think we know who you're talking about.
Lord Jesus.
We're gonna hear him in a second.
Exactly. If they come back down this way.
Yep.
Jory said the parents would call bingo. We had a dad that would call B11 chicken legs because he thought that's what it looked like. Everyone would just groan. You've got to legitimately say the actual
what the heck? Hey, what I found out, especially when you're paying, if you go to a big hall and you paying,
yeah,
they'll cut you.
I want to hear my numbers.
They'll cut you.
Exactly. And then I love.
Oh, I think we hear them.
I know, right? I did hear.
We just heard them, Jen.
So I love. It's like people that I went with before didn't know what pull tabs are. Like they don't know, like the little, like how you rip open the thing. And so here's the thing that I've started to not like about bingo. Is that usually the pull tabs are a game all in their own that are separate from bingo.
Yes.
But now they've gotten so many pull tab games that are played in conjunction with the regular calling of bingo. So now when they're calling numbers, you don't know if it's for the bingo or for the pull tab, right?
Oh.
And so you just like you hear them spouting off numbers and somebody will be like bingo and they're like, it's for the pull tab. Like,
and for the uninitiated among us, what are pull tabs?
So pull tabs are like, they're like 2x4s, 2x6s, right? And they're like little mini slot machines that like you pull a paper and it like opens a window.
You pull a tab.
Oh my God, pull tabs. So on the front of it, it has like 3 lemons are worth $2, 3 strawberries are worth $1, 3 this. Like it actually has.
So instead of like a scratch off.
Yeah, it's a pull tab. Yes. So, but here's the thing.
No.
Pull tabs are actually like if you pull off a tab and you get 3 strawberries, and you're like, I want $2. Like no. You didn't actually win, right? Because so first of all, the tabs cost $1 each. So you pay, you give them $5, you get 5 tabs, 5 chances to pull. But I think there are about 2,500 pull tabs in a box.
Okay.
In those 2,500, there are 12 special cards.
Okay.
And those are what are they? 19s, 17? Either way. There's 12 special cards. And you'll get a number all the way from 1 to 12. Okay. So you're like, strawberry. Oh, I got a 1. Oh my God, I got number 1, right? So there's other people that got the 11 other ones, right? But they sell 2,500. So to get a number is huge.
Buy a lot.
So, or, it's a very once in a 2,500, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So now that enters you into a drawing to win the big prize. And there's like a $2.99 prize, a $6.99 prize, and like a $5.99 prize. How much it costs to buy 25, yeah, 2,500. So yeah,
cut that up in
2,500 pull tabs, right? So you might pull and get $2 back, $5 back, even $50, right? But you want one of the numbers because that enters you in a 1 in 12 chance to actually win the pot. Pull tabs, everyone, come on now. Chris said, I got a live notification whilst preparing Ninja Creamy containers for the week. Yeah, see, that's crazy. For the week. Don said my fantasy football team tanked this year. How's yours going, honey buns?
Yeah, I'm still in the upper echelon.
Beth said I got a Creamy for Christmas and it's still in the box. Exactly. Oh, Jen said New Year's Day is Brian's birthday, so he parties. I love that. Don said, yes, Jen. January 1st. I also committed to putting out a YouTube video each day in January. Come on now.
Don, look
That's going to be harder than sticking to the BBE. You're right. Ask Jen all about it. I don't know if she went complete Vlogmas, but it was good to know.
Well, you can have a wonderful steak.
Jory said you have a Keto Chow code, right? It's the link in the video. I don't think I have a discount code, but if you click on the link, like the discount's automatically applied. And I get a commish as well, right? So that's why I always say either use my code or Joe and Rachel's code. You definitely get a discount, but then we get a commish. in case you want to help a sister out. So I'm just
saying.
I
love everything you're saying.
Just saying.
You say the best stuff.
Joe Ray said we call pull tabs pickles. We count them off so many paper cuts. Yeah, I mean they're like. I mean, like it's like spades. I mean,
the one thing I did notice is walking through them.
Yeah.
When you gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm like, what is all of this stuff on the ground?
Yeah, they just pull the tabs, they throw them, they pull it. That's why they have to like the 2-hour cleanhout period between.
Apparently,
and then they use those big broad sweepers to just push all the paper.
Machines on the ice.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Dee said, yeah, that was me at the end of season 2. Yeah, no, season 2, just skip it. Very confused. So I have zero hope for season 3. Don't ask me why I'm still watching. Love is Blind.
Oh, yes.
I'll probably rewatch season 1 to remind me why I like the show. Yeah, I mean, to me, it goes season 1, season 3, then season 2. Like season 2, throw it all away. Honestly, this season's not that much better, but it is better than season 2 because that was just.
Look at you spilling all the tea.
Yeah, that was just atrocious. So yeah. Yeah, Jen says a pull tab is like a scratch off. Yeah, but you get to pull the tab. Chris said, can I just play the change machine? I think I win every time. 100% winnings. Yes, I know people love that. Put in a 20, just get a bunch of quarters back.
Yeah, I mean, see, when it comes to, I'm not that big of a gambler.
Good evening, y'all. Happy Hope Day.
I'm not that big of a gambler, so I'm just more of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Why are people doing this?
No.
Like, I'll give you $20 because what I'm gonna get back? A nice steak.
No.
I'm gonna tell you what.
I'm gambling by giving you this money.
I'm gonna sit
there's a 100% chance I'm gonna steak back.
Hey,
oh my god.
Here's $20.
Jennifer said my 7-year-old grand beauty quickly figured out if she played a card for her and her stuffed bunny and Bluey, she had more chances to win. See, that's called probability. That's called statistics.
Hey, Jennifer,
when the children tell you they'll never use math again.
Genius.
Right there. Tell them right there. So Don said, I literally never win anything. I've won at bingo a couple of times, and I'm telling you, there is no like bigger heart pounding in the world when like you're sitting there and you have a bingo, like on your board, you see the number on the monitor and you have a bingo. But in order to call your number, they had to have called the number before yours. Mm-hmm. And so your number could be sitting there on the monitor.
Some slower person.
Not a slower person, a person that had bingo the time before you could call it.
Oh, yeah.
But then it's even scarier when they call that number and nobody says bingo. And you're just like, oh my God, I've won. When they call this number, I have to yell bingo. And it's just so nerve-wracking because you're like, what if I do it wrong? What if I don't really have a bingo? You're just like checking every number, like, oh my God, on the board. And then they call that number and you have to say,
these old people cut.
And then you hear, here's the best sound in the world because all of the bingo, because there's like, think of like books of construction paper, how they're all seamed at the top. Mm-hmm. That's how the bingo boards are. They're all seamed at the top. So when you're playing bingo, whenever you're done, you just rip it off. And then the next one's right there. So the best noise in the world is whenever somebody yells bingo, and then you just hear like a collective 200 people like just rip the top off and start to go to the next one. Or
a disgruntled side.
And then my grandmother, she used to get so mad. She used to take the bingo paper and just bunch it up in her hands and throw it on the floor. Like it was so great. But the best part is when you haven't even heard bingo, but you hear people ripping, like, does somebody have it? What? Oh, they probably have it over there. No, they're already ripping over there. So they know. Yeah, like it's the whole culture, man.
Yes.
It's a whole culture.
We figured that part out. We've all figured that part out. It's scary. Okay.
Oh, Jeremy West said, hey, if you think those Keto Chow promos don't work, they do. Hey. I just won a pecan sticky bun today. Well, that's amazing.
Hey.
Don said I won $29 on scratch offs from Christmas. It was $45 worth of tickets. But at least you didn't lose all $45.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's what your dad used to do. Give you those big $20 scratch off.
Yeah.
Like half of.
He always said if you won anything, the house takes 50%. I said, you a lie. Nobody ever won. Joyce said Monday will be the end of my 90 days. I have done almost 90 days of putting a video on Facebook. That's amazing, Joyce. And how are you feeling about that? Do you feel like it helped for your accountability? Because you're looking good, girl. I can tell you that. So. Chris said, and then you can put those quarters in a sock, and then you have a weapon.
There you go.
Brianna said, so what I'm hearing is that we'll be doing bingo at Keto Palooza. Oh my gosh. Yes, bingo in the place of karaoke. It'll be keto bingo. Yes, bingo at Keto Palooza.
Have you seen the whack fan?
Don said I won't win, but that would be fun. It would be very fun. That's why I'll stay up till 10, 11 o'clock is to play me some bingo.
Y'all all aggressive. Okay, y'all all aggressive when it comes
no.
to the bingo.
No. Chris said, Ruth keeps asking me to help her with math class. I literally only went up to Algebra 2 in high school. So happy for the Khan Academy. Yes,
there you go.
I went to pre-calc. I feel like I should have tested out of it, but maybe I didn't test as well as I should have, but I was way too advanced for the algebras. Although algebra is my favorite subject, it is my favorite type of math. I feel like I should have gone to pre-calc.
I did pre-calc.
Jackie said cutthroat keto bingo. Yeah, something like that. Math is too mathy. Math is the best.
Well, I mean, it's the basis of everything.
I love me some arithmetic, but algebra is my favorite, and then I love geometry after that, and then trigonometry after that. So, which is
all the geometries.
Brianna, would you say that trigonometry is just a facet of geometry, right? So yeah. So
about angles and percentages.
Well, trigonometry is triangles, and geometry is angles or shapes in general. Yes. So yeah. Jackie said, "New math is stupid. I thought that's why math was math. You do the same thing and always get the same answers, not new things for the same answers." Look, I'm gonna tell you this. One of the most interesting things that I saw on Facebook recently was somebody posted a meme that was like 62 plus or like 63 minus 78. How do you do this in your head? And like all the different ways that people were saying how they got that, I was like, I would never. Like, it's crazy when people see math problem, what they choose to do to find the number. Yeah, that was crazy.
63 minus. Yeah.
Driven was a bingo palooza. I mean, now that's a conference I would go to. You know what I'm talking about?
I appreciate the conference.
Joyce said yes. I learned a lot about myself. I love that. That makes me happy. Teal said trigonometry is my favorite. Brown said math is radical. Yes. Jory said, wait, you're thinking no karaoke at Keto Palooza? Yes, I'm thinking no karaoke at Keto Palooza. Because you got to think, guys, when we have 300 people there, that'll be even more of a chance that some crazy stuff pops up on stage, and I can't take it. Like, I can't take that chance. I mean, we're definitely going to have an activity. I just don't think karaoke. And like, here's the thing. Like I said, you know what? Patrons maybe will do karaoke on Thursday, right? Joe Ray come on Thursday. And because then it's like a smaller group, but we can't be having.
No, the bigger the event, the bigger the event, just the more.
Yes.
We can't.
Ooh, Brown is saying, I'd say that trigonometry is a subset of geometry. You see how I nailed that right there? Hold up, Natalie.
I think
he has paper in his mouth and a piece of toilet paper stuck to his foot, like he just left the men's room. Alex, oh my God, pick him up. Oh my goodness. Y'all look at my dog. Everybody has the donut because he's still recovering. He's still recovering from his neuter surgery.
He's still the same though.
Oh, yes, Jen says sounds like somebody's feeling better. Yes, he's feeling better and anxious. I know, honey. I know, sweetheart.
You're okay. You're okay.
Oh my goodness.
He is so angry. I took that out.
Lynette said I always thought I was really good at math, which is why I became an accounting major. I still can't help my kids with math. Look, accounting has too many rules. Like, accounting is not simply arithmetic. You know, if it was the matter of counting and budgeting, that's easy. But literal, like, accounting is too much.
Well, so, and it's decimal points and other people's stuff.
Oh, Don said we could do bingo for the door prize instead of tickets. I like that, except that we can't make Sunday any longer. We'll have to shuffle that around, but that's nice. So. Yes, Jory said I like the Patreon idea. Yeah, I mean, just seeing a little different things. So Jackie said, okay, that made up for the lack of a picture. Yeah, well, I haven't taken any pictures of them because I'm too busy looking at them with my eyes. Like, This stuff is.
Why are you crazy? Well, you goddamn much be.
What's wrong with you?
Well, you goddamn much be.
Like, he's so sweet, and then he just turns so aggressive immediately. Oh, sweetheart. So
he's a butthead.
Yeah. Chris said we'll be there on Thursday, but we were arriving a little late driving from the airport. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like that, I think, this past year too. But I mean, literally everything's kind of going to be the exact same, but a smidge different. But all of the major time points will be the same. So.
And now that we all know what's going on.
Yes. Matre said, I love accounting. Yeah. I mean, I like budgeting, but I don't like accounting. Don said, oh yeah, Alexander, he's bad. Yeah. Jerry said, is that his cone of shame? Yes, he had the e-collar with the this, but we just didn't like it. So
I didn't even know this thing existed.
Yeah, so it's like a neck donut that because that stops him from being able to like get his head around to exactly.
Only way more comfortable to wear.
Yes. D said, is that a whole new engagement ring or just the other one of the two? Okay, so sad story. This is my second engagement ring. This is the spare ring, the additional ring that he bought me when he bought the rings. Mm-hmm. You guys, the one he proposed with did not make it 3 years into our marriage. So I'm really sad about it. So actually one of the little prongs that was holding the stone in place was starting to come up. And so it was starting to snag on things, whenever, because it was scratching. So in my infinite wisdom, I decided I'm just going to bend this little prong back down. I'm going to make it hug the stone, if you will. And I can't do it with my fingers because it's so small. It needs more precision than that. So I decided to get me some needle nose pliers. And granted, this was happening downstairs in the basement in the laundry room because that's where the needle nose pliers were. And so I took my ring off and I stuck the needle nose pliers in there just to squeeze the little holder back down. I squeezed too hard and the stone bing, popped out of the ring. It's like bing, bong, bing, bong, bing. Like I heard it bounce in 9 different places. And it's lost forever because there's just no way that we're finding that little stone in the entirety. No, I realized how small it was when you try to. It's a literal needle in a haystack.
Yeah. I mean,
it's in the laundry room. So it could have gone behind a shelf. It could have gone behind the washer dryer. It could have popped down the drain for all we know. And I was like, well,
drain sound.
No, I didn't.
Heard walls and stuff.
Bing bong, bing bong. Oh, so bad.
It's behind something.
So, I was like, Richard, I broke it. I ruined it. And he was like, well, we got that other one. And I was like, yeah, and I really do like this one. But, that first one is sentimental. That's the one that he used when he proposed. But we've already decided that for our anniversary coming up this year, we're going to go get another one. Because I always got to have a backup. I can't be out here with one ring. Look what I do with it, right? No, I've got to have a backup. So I haven't decided if I'm going to wear this one and make the new one the backup, or if I'm going to put this back on the shelf and then get a new one to wear every day.
You're so cute.
But yeah, that hurt.
So adorable.
It hurt, but this is a new ring. Crafty and Carnivore-ish is here. Says hello. Well, hi. How are you doing?
Hey, Crafty.
Hoofden said Alex started his New Year party off early. Yeah, he's on one for real.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of how it rolls.
Chris said Richard proposed with a ring pop. I mean, multiple rings, but this is a big one.
I ate that thing.
Yeah, so I know I love candies. Don said Mike and I will be celebrating 29 years married, and my original wedding set was stolen. Still makes me sad. Oh, that is sad. Yeah, wow, that hurts. So
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, but I mean, congratulations on 29 years. Did you know that we've also been married for 29 years coming up? Time flies, doesn't it? Right? I just blinked.
Feels like 29. Of love.
What? 29 years of love? No. Chris said the diamond that was in Miriam's engagement wedding ring fell out a while ago. The place we bought it from gave us dollar for dollar credit for the original diamond if we bought a bigger one. Of course they did. Oh my gosh. Crafty said, I lost my first wedding ring. Don't feel bad. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because it's just like it was sentimental, but no, Richard, it's lost. He's still holding out hope that one day we're gonna go down to the basement and the stone's just gonna be twinkling on the corner. No, it is lost.
One day you're gonna move a shelf. No. It's gonna fall.
Chris said, "Wait, Richard's now the backup husband." I mean, yeah, this is a backup version of I re-downloaded them, so yeah. Joe Ray said, "My diamond is the same, but my ring, but it's my third band." Jeez Louise, that's amazing. We go through them. So
nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, Jen said 29 years in pandemic years. Yeah, I mean, Lord knows we've been around each other long enough to where it could be 29 years. You know what I'm talking about? So. Dee said that's tragic, but it happens to so many people. At least you already had a backup. I take my ring in yearly for inspection for that very reason, but mainly to keep it insured. Yeah, I mean, but the beautiful thing is these rings aren't very expensive. Like they're just like a couple $100 each. And like I wanted it that way on purpose. What do I look like with a very expensive ring? Do you know what we could have done with that money? You know, so I took emerald. Yeah, well, I'm also a gemstone person anyway. I don't like diamonds. I'm also a lab created stone person because they are molecularly identical to the naturally occurring stones. And these are naturally occurring. I don't care. This one's literally the exact same, and it's a tenth of the price you said. Oh, okay, so I wasn't upset because I'm like, oh, this priceless, super valuable thing was broken, but like it was very sentimental. So that's why I'm all not worried about like we'll just go get another. Right? There's got to be more rings out there that I like. So. But I didn't want a super expensive ring anyway. So yeah. Jennifer said my hubs touched his wedding band while welding. The ring turned cherry red. Oh my God, he wore a scar. That's crazy. You shouldn't have conductive metal on your hand when you're welding. Jim said, Sheila said, Jim and I are on our 4th wedding band set. Got a new set every 10 years. That's amazing. That's pretty. That is just amazing, Sheila. I absolutely love that. So Joy said, my ring broke also 25 years next year. First of all, congratulations. Second, I appreciate these stories because I'm just because I mean, I knew it wasn't going to last forever, but I'm like, less than 3 years though? Really, Autumn? Like, you idiot. So Jackie said, my rings were $75 Walmart engagement and a $30 Amazon wedding band. The rings have been around longer than the marriage and divorce. Really need to toss it, but feels odd to toss jewelry. Girl, you about to take it to a pawn shop or sell it at a yard sale.
Exactly.
Also, I was gonna say take it to the Goodwill, but my grandmother just informed me that the Goodwill doesn't sell jewelry anymore, so I don't know what happened there. That's kind of what happened with my wedding band. Like when we went to go get his wedding band, we got one for me too, and it was also a couple $100. And I was like, for this plain band? No. So I took it back to the store, literally went on Amazon, and they had like silver band, $12. And that's what I have. This is my wedding band right there. So I'm, like I said, I'm totally on the, doesn't have to be expensive train.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Jerry Van West said Sunday, Patty and I will be celebrating our 30th anniversary. Happy anniversary, Patty Van West. We've been married for 29 years too. We've been married for 29 years too. We haven't been married for 29.
It feels like it.
Chris said, I think lab created gemstones are cool. I do as well. I mean, technology, right? So Chris said that ferocious beast that was mauling Richard seems rather placid. Look at him. He's falling asleep. That's another thing, you guys. His neck pillow, his donut is a pillow. So he'll just be sitting there and he'll just fall asleep because his head is fully supported.
No, he definitely goes through his eyes.
I'll be looking into his eyes like, why do I love this thing? You're not
wrong, Chris.
Why do I love this thing
One moment he's passive as heck. The next moment
I love you, buddy.
Anti everybody touching him.
It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's he's absolutely. He's just gonna fall right over. So.
Look. He's woke again.
Jerry said, when I was pregnant, I wore cute cubic zirconia toward the end because my fingers swelled. Is that, I guess swelled is the proper, like were swollen maybe was the proper grammar. Swelled. Have swelled. Swelled. They swelled. I got so many compliments on that ring. I mean, because they're nice, they're sparklier, they're prettier. Come on now.
Basically. I think we're all correct tonight.
Jackie said the wedding band is cool. It has blue inlay and silver dragons. Ooh. Oh, amazing! So that's
you all kind of detail now.
When you
go out on the edges.
Yes,
you can be more of a risk taker.
Samantha said once one of my classmates lost her brand new diamond. Nonetheless, in the OR. What's the OR?
River
or Ohio River? Are you from here? That sucks, and we ain't going. That thing probably disintegrated before it hit the ground.
Well, any body of water.
Said Barry got me a new ring for $150. Love this one more. Just need a new band now. Yeah, Amazon.
Any lake, river, or stream. Don't be near him when you handling the jewelry.
Yeah. Jackie said one of my favorite stones is actually my birthstone, Alexandrite. I don't know what that is, but that's a nice name. It's named after him.
Peridot.
Look at him. He's asleep.
Yeah. It's really heavy.
Exactly. Chris and Joe right then got swollen. He's like swelling. Operating room. OR. Oh no, that sucks. So.
Wait, what was the question again?
Operating room.
I know the OR was.
No,
what was the point of the OR?
That's where she lost her ring. Yes. In the OR.
Oh, geez. Yeah,
I thought it was like the OC, like Orange County. I was like at the beach or something. So
you gotta have clearance to get that back.
Yes. Jim and Sheila said, "Love this last talk of the year." I know, right? We're just riding out. My whole thing is, you guys, I am really proud of myself because I have made a plan. I made a plan. Like after Thanksgiving, when I got back from Friendsgiving and I created my little calendar.
Yes, you did.
I have made a plan every single day since then. Have I stuck to the plan all the time? No, not 100%. But at least I made it. So I had something to strive toward. And then if I didn't reach it, I reassessed why not, and only to make better plans moving forward, right? And so I used to print them out. Like this is the only one I printed out. But I've actually realized that it's better for me if I keep them on a computer because I can kind of use them as journal entries. And so I'll type in, I have the strategy of what my plan is to go into the event. And then I have the result of like, how did I actually do? So I can write a lot more about like, I ate more than I wanted to, but I still did good. Like maybe next time try this. Like I'm actually really, really being intentional about what I'm planning for myself, but then reflecting on it as well. So that's what I'm looking forward to moving into 2023 a boot. What? That's how I talk.
I believe you.
Yeah. So, so that's really what I've been going through. Dawn said as long as she wasn't the doctor and left it in someone. Yeah, remember the episode of Grey's Anatomy where they pulled that towel out of somebody?
That's the only other option in the OR where it goes really bad.
Yeah.
That's somebody would have walked out with it unknowingly.
Yes. So, in someone. Yeah. No. Brianna said, no husband here, but my grandma left me her engagement ring when she passed away. It was slightly awkward because she was going to give it to my aunt, but changed her mind and gave it to me. Ooh, drama.
I know, right? She knew it the last second.
How are y'all's families?
The last second.
How are y'all's Christmases?
You know what? I was going to give it to you, but never mind.
Oh, Samantha said medical students tying their rings to their scrub pants. Just keep it in your locker like they have on Grey's Anatomy. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
they do in the locker?
They kept things in there. They have like an intern's locker room or whatever. So, yeah. I just said drama. I know, right? Hello, Aunt Margaret. Brianna.
You know, if you're married, if you don't have a wedding ring on.
No, not that's a you can't have it for that job. So, oh my gosh, what a great way to end. Brian says, "Great evening, y'all. Hope everyone is having a fantastic home day and ready for the best year ever." Amen. Every day I spend with my husband is the best year ever. You know what I'm talking about. But Brian, thank you for bringing us, around full circle. Yeah, we stayed here for a long time today, but I mean. It makes sense that the last, Whack Wednesday of the year was just us goyles catching up, just having a little kiki, talking about what's going on. So I just want to encourage you, don't throw it all away this week. Like, oh, I'll start on Monday. I'll start on the new year. Like, no, work today, start now. But at the same time, let yourself be inspired by the new year, right? If that's going to help you, maybe keep doing what you're doing, like ramp it up in the new year. Maybe you have to, pull the bingo card and start all over, start a new game. You know what I'm talking about? Got real metaphorical right there. I think he's snoring. You guys, I love this. Oh, there he is. I love this dog so much. You guys have an amazing evening, and we'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you on Bingo Sunday. Okay. Okay.
He's the one.
Bye.